the RetrofloraPodcast. I'm Brenda.
And I'm Charmy, and we're just two crazy sisters with an opinion and a channel.
If you like true crime, conspiracies, and supernatural crap, then this is your channel. So this week, we have a true crime. And I'm going to say this. I have been seeing so many cases on this subject. Men killing women, killing their girlfriends, them being stalkers, just men killing women because they got rejected or they can't handle a breakup, all that type of stuff. Like really stupid reasons to be killing. And don't kill in general, but really some real stupid reasons. And I'm sick and tired of seeing women being killed by men. It's so infuriating. And today's case is just gonna be even more upsetting.
I'm just sad right now.
Yeah, no, it's just very infuriating seeing this at hand, and especially with it being Women's History Month, kind of just a history of issues that have just followed women. Women have been persecuted, like witch trials and stuff like that, over lies. So it's just upsetting to see cases like this where men are not emotionally mature and they kill people because of it. Women in particular, but it's just ridiculous. And today's case is gonna piss you off, so I guess we'll just jump in.
And we're not coming at all men, just those men that just do this kind of stuff.
Yeah, if it doesn't apply, let it fly. Like, this ain't about you then.
Yeah.
Brooklyn Sims was born January 25th, 2005 in Central Alabama to Tiana Thompson. Brooklyn was soft-spoken and had a good heart, a bright smile, and a great sense of humor. Her favorite color was pink and purple. She had a 2-year-old daughter named Casey, and she loved Casey with all her heart, and she just wanted to be the best mom she could be. They lived in Pensacola, Florida. Casey's father was 20-year-old Keith Agee, who stayed in Alabama, about 90 minutes from Pensacola. They dated off again and on again for 3 years. They had a turbulent relationship from the start. Brooklyn tried her best to co-parent with Keith despite him being disrespectful. Even though they were just co-parenting, they would still see each other romantically and still go to each other's homes, play games together, and watch movies with their daughter. On August 11th, 2023, Keith received a call from urgent care telling him that his test results were in and he tested positive for gonorrhea. Keith was extremely furious. He claimed that the last person he slept with before Brooklyn was 2 months prior and that Brooklyn was the last girl he slept with. So Keith believed Brooklyn was the person who gave it to him.
He could have it for 2 months though, couldn't he? And not know.
I
don't know gonorrhea. I don't know the symptoms, so
we'll get into that later.
Okay.
Keith texted his mom, 50-year-old Sheila Agee, saying he wanted to kill Brooklyn for what she had done. Sheila didn't try to talk him out of it, but instead agreed and encouraged him, even telling him he was a pussy if he didn't do it.
Oh my god, she's the worst mother in the world.
I'm sorry, I just don't understand how, as a mom, you can sit here and be like, okay, well, if you want to kill this person, go ahead and do it. Are you serious? And you 50, girl. You ain't learned in your big age that this is not how you handle problems? She even helped him plan the murder, which was crazy because she and Brooklyn had a good relationship, so I'm not really sure why just this whole split decision, she was just like, all right, let me just help you. Now, Keith lived about 90 minutes away, and the decision to kill Brooklyn took place over an hour and a half time period. So it took him an hour and a half to decide that I'm gonna kill Brooklyn, this is the plan, I'm telling my mom and everything.
Over an
STD. 1 hour and a half to take someone's life. That's all it took for him. Brooklyn and Sheila both worked at the same Home Depot. Brooklyn worked as an inventory associate and Sheila worked as a manager. Sheila even hired Brooklyn. At the time, Brooklyn was working a shift. Sheila had been the one to take her to work that day. Keith and Sheila discussed in text messages the plan. While texting his mom, Keith left work, went home, got his 9mm gun, and drove to Home Depot to get revenge on Brooklyn. And so right now I'm going to read you the text messages, and it's kind of in slang, so I'm going to do my best to read it and interpret it.
They're the dumbest criminals. Why would you text it?
Girl. Beep ain't done none but cost me money and give me a beep. I'm finna just shoot her. I know. I hate that for Brooklyn and Keith's daughter. And bruh, like I said, I can't take it. I don't give an F no mo, mama. Okay, mama. Okay, I'll call you and tell you, mother effer. If you want to go to jail, I'll tell you when we get close. But if you don't come kill her, you a mother effing B. Mama, don't call Nana / grandmother and tell her she will try to talk you out of it. Keith, I ain't even gonna tell her why I left. I'ma just say I gotta go to the dentist. Mama, don't even go there. She won't know you left. Don't shoot at my mother effing car. I don't want to die.
What the heck?
Really? She's so freaking... Oh, she's pissing me off. Keith, I'm not. Mama, wait till I put her out. Keith, I was gonna wait till she got out. Mama, okay. Keith, but that's another thing. If she don't get out that car, Mama, and I have to drag her out, or I can't, I'ma ask you to step out because I'ma open the door and just shoot her. Mama, as long as you don't shoot me. Mama, hell, if you're getting off work now, I'll give you the address here and you can ride over here and do it so you don't have to do it in front of their daughter. Keith, send it to me. Mama, we just in Pensacola. Mama, we just in Pensacola. Keith, I'm on my way. Send it. Mama, hold up. Let me get it. Erase the text because I don't want no one to know I was texting you, stupid A. Keith, I already deleted mine. Trust me. I ain't gonna say blank about us talking about TD.
They do know that even if you delete it, they can still find it, right?
Yeah, I guess not. Keith, what's the address? Mama, can't wait to get back to the store to give you the address because you gonna have to shoot me today. I done told you about cussing me. Keith, all I want is the address, Mama. I'm done talking. I'm done talked. Enough. I know what's gonna happen and I'm okay with that. I done already been thinking it through and this the only way for me. I don't know why you so quick to start blank with me, bruh. Again, must be scared of Brooklyn or something. I don't know. Keith, she gonna be on the floor, right? Mama, waiting on you. Keith, I'm saying I'm gonna have to find her in the back or something. Mama, no. Keith, okay. Keith, stay out of my way. Mama, I am. Keith, LOL, man, get off my phone. All I needed was the address. Leave me alone. Finish your work day. And you is too. I forgot, just me. Keith, so that last thought of her knowing she F and regret in her face will be enough to satisfy me. I don't give an F what she sees when she did. Yes, the F she do. How the F I'ma pick her up when yo sorry ass tryna go gamble or hang in Jackson. She don't pick up the phone. No, that ain't even gonna fly. She just a die before I let that continue. Mama, okay, whatever, I don't care. Do what you do. I don't give an F because I'm going home today. Tell her not to hell or jail. Keith, good for you. Mama, okay, then stop texting me. I'm working. Do whatever you want to do. It don't affect me either effing way. I just can't believe a mom is like really texting
encouraging him.
Right. Like she's just like, I don't care. I'm going to be at home. You're going to jail. Like I don't care if you're going to jail. Like,
but she's like, it doesn't affect me. I'm not going to jail or hell. I'm like, yes, you are.
Right. And then she literally is like, their first plan of him like shooting the car and stuff like that, being like, oh yeah, don't shoot me and all this stuff, like pull her out of the car, like just ridiculousness from a grown woman. Keith arrived at Home Depot at 1:30 p.m. He went into Home Depot and searched for Brooklyn, where he found her in aisle 52. Keith went to Brooklyn and told her that she gave him an STD. Brooklyn responded with "not this again," turned around and walked away. Keith claimed this pissed him off so much that he pulled the gun from his waistband and shot Brooklyn several times, killing her instantly. Keith also shot 2 other employees that were close in that area.
Why? Just because they were there?
No, I think he was just shooting at Brooklyn and the bullets, like, you know how they say bullets don't have no name, they like hit other people.
Because at this point, they were seeing you on camera.
Yeah.
They already know who you are, so shooting at people wouldn't really do anything.
Yeah, no. It wasn't like he intentionally came in there to shoot them. The bullets just ended up hitting them. One employee was running away when a bullet grazed her back. The other employee was shot in the hand as she ran away. Both victims' injuries were minor. While the shooting was going on, another employee heard the shots and called 911. Keith fled immediately after killing Brooklyn. While he was driving, he threw the gun out the window and parked by a nearby Lowe's. He then headed by a nearby movie theater before stopping at a pizza restaurant's parking lot, where he called 911 to turn himself in.
Why'd you throw the gun then? He was just gonna turn himself in.
I don't know. Maybe his original plan wasn't to, and then he was just like, you know what? There's nothing else for me to do. I'm just gonna turn myself in. When police arrived at the parking lot, they found Keith shirtless walking towards them.
Why?
Girl, that is a good question. I don't know. I cannot figure out why he was shirtless. I'm assuming like anxiety and like pacing back and forth and stuff like that. That's why. I don't know. He was arrested on the spot. He was charged with aggravated battery and homicide and was taken to the Escambia County Jail. Police looked over the area and found the gun Keith used to kill Brooklyn with. Keith was denied bail. Police also looked at Keith's phone records and discovered that he had planned the murder, and his mom knew about the plan and did nothing to stop her son.
Which is, you're going to jail now.
Right, because it's kind of like I said, they thought they were so smart. It's just, their arrogance, not even the arrogance, they're like...
They were arrogant.
Yeah, I guess their arrogance.
Yeah.
They were just like, yeah, we're just going to delete these text messages, and she's really thinking like, I'm not going to get in trouble for this. You're not gonna get in trouble for setting her up because you gave him her location. You even told him that she's on the floor. Like, that's crazy. As someone who like we work in like a field that's retail, and as a retail employee, you cannot give out other employees information. You can't say if they're working that day or nothing to nobody else.
If someone asks, you have to say, speak to my manager. And then the manager will probably tell you to leave. Yeah,
you cannot give out this information. So, and Sheila's a manager, so she knows this.
That is so scary because when I worked at a spa, one of the massage therapists, I guess she was having trouble with her boyfriend. He was very abusive. And so there was a period of time where if anyone called for her, I would say she wasn't in.
Yeah.
And like, I would be like so scared, like, no, she's not here, she's not working today and stuff like that.
Yeah, that is so scary. But just another type of like what women have to do to like keep themselves protected.
Mm-hmm.
Police arrested Sheila in Washington County, Alabama, and charged her with principal to first-degree murder. Sheila was extradited back to Florida. And guess what? Guess why she was extradited back to Florida? Guess why she was where she was?
Why?
Because she attended the balloon release for Brooklyn in her birth city. Like, are you kidding me? You are an evil, sadistic bitch. Like, what the heck?
That's just cold.
That is so cold. Enjoy, Joe. After Sheila's bond hearing, which she was denied bail at, her lawyer claimed that the text messages were taken out of context.
How are they taken out of context?
I have no idea how you can... I just read text messages, so I don't know how anyone can sit there and read that and be like, oh, this is taken out of context. What's the context here? What were they talking about?
Yeah, we know what they're talking about.
Exactly, so it's kind of like, you really think we're stupid. So Sheila currently is awaiting her trial, and I was looking and there's still no announcement on when that'll be. Mind you, this happened last year, so. The trial for Keith began December 2023. The prosecution claimed that Keith willingly made the decision to kill Brooklyn after he received his test results. He immediately texted his mom, told her the plan. He then went home, got his gun, and drove to Brooklyn's job to kill her. But Keith's defense team wanted to get the lesser charge of second-degree murder. Keith was put on the stand where he claimed after he got his test results, he was shocked, hurt, and extremely angry. He went to the house, got his gun, and drove to Brooklyn's job, stewing in his rage. Which, remember you guys, he lives 90 minutes away from Brooklyn.
He had 90 minutes to think about it, and he still went through with it.
Right. And they want the lesser charge of second-degree murder. No,
that's first degree. Like, you intentionally went over there.
Keith claimed he didn't plan on shooting Brooklyn, but...
Why'd you bring the gun?
Right, yeah. So, I don't understand. You thought you were going to go peacefully talk to her, and you stopped by the house to bring the 9mm?
It's not like you left the gun in the car. It was on your person when you went to go to her.
Right. He said he just wanted to comfort her.
From what? She wasn't sad.
Yeah, girl, I don't know. Like, I really don't know. Like, when I read that, I was like, you're just pulling, like, stuff out of right now. He said when he saw her, he wasn't angry anymore. That was until he confronted her and she disregarded him and walked away.
Yes, sir.
You walked down, once you saw her, you walked down the aisle and you said, you gave me something.
Yes, sir.
She says, in your words, not this again, and turned away from you.
Yes, sir.
You said on the ride over here, this hour and a half, you were enraged, betrayed, felt hurt, right?
Yes, sir.
And you said you saw Brooklyn and it all melted away.
Yes, for that brief moment, yes, sir.
How long was this brief moment?
Until she turned away from me and said, not again.
And then you said again, you felt hurt, enraged, betrayed. The same thing you just said.
Yes, sir.
Never been so mad in your life.
Yes, sir.
Because she turned away from you.
Yes, sir.
And you were going to teach her something.
Yes, sir.
So once she did that, he claimed that in that moment he got extremely upset and decided to shoot Brooklyn, claiming that it was a heat of the moment crime and not premeditated.
It's premeditated. I
Bro,
don't care what
you
he says.
drove 90 minutes.
You also sent a whole bunch of texts.
Saying you were going to kill her, and you're going to sit here and lie to us with all this evidence behind you and say that I had no intention on going there to kill Brooklyn. And we're supposed to sit here and be like, yeah, this was second
You've been
degree.
put out different scenarios of how you're gonna do it.
Right, with your mother, like, stop. And I know they showed him these text messages. So you guys, I told you this case is gonna piss you off. This case is really about to piss you off. There was an autopsy done on Brooklyn, and they tested her for STDs. She did not have any.
So it wasn't her.
Which means Keith got the STD from someone else and murdered Brooklyn for no reason. Keith never asked her if she slept with anyone else, and he never even gave her a chance to get tested. And just FYI, you guys, I did a little research because, I was like, okay, well, maybe Keith went to trusty Google. He did not. Because if you go to trusty Google and you type in men with gonorrhea, it says that they may not have symptoms. And if they do have symptoms, it usually shows up between 2 to 14 days. However, it can take up to months for symptoms to show, which Keith could have figured out if he Googled it.
But the fact that he just assumed it was her.
Yeah, this man was not smart whatsoever, like at all. Like I told you, he didn't even ask her if she'd been sleeping with anyone, and he didn't even give her the opportunity to get tested. He just assumed. The prosecution brought up the text messages, surveillance footage, as well as the witnesses. After deliberating for a couple of hours, the jury found Keith guilty of first-degree premeditated murder and was sentenced to life in prison.
I just feel so bad for their daughter.
I do too, because she lost both her parents.
Over
And her grandmother.
Yeah. Well, she's not gonna get life.
She's probably not gonna
But she is gonna spend the rest of her life in jail. Or prison.
Yeah, even if she gets like 25 years.
Like,
you're
she's
50.
That's 70s. And you're
75? Yeah, girl. If you make it to there, that's not even promised. So I just feel like even if Brooklyn did give him an STD, that is still not
an excuse to go kill somebody.
You are 20 years old. It's your job to protect yourself. You should not be having unprotected sex with a whole bunch of people and getting mad that you could get something though.
Yeah.
Like, she didn't have it, but like, even if she did, you're over here raw dogging it. Like, you cannot be upset if you get something. Very upsetting to know that Brooklyn didn't even have a chance to even
defend
react
herself.
or do anything. All she was just like, this again, like, oh my gosh. And I'm assuming he called her during his time, or he accused her before getting tested or something, for her to say this again, because like I said, this decision was made in an hour and a half.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's just so sad. I just feel for Brooklyn's family, her daughter, her mother, her siblings. I saw that she had an older brother, and it's just, this is such a heartbreaking case because this can happen to anybody. I just think that it's emotional immaturity is very scary. People who are not emotionally mature are very scary people to be around. They don't take accountability, and that's that. They're very scary and dangerous, and it could be anyone you know. So yeah, there's nothing else I can say about this case except for I'm extremely upset that once again another beautiful woman's life was taken for no absolute reason, and another woman helped
do it.
Yeah. So I found this statistic, and it says every month an average of 70 women in the United States are shot and killed by an intimate partner. And when it goes for the world, it says there's 47,000 women and girls worldwide who were killed by their intimate partners or family members in 2020 alone. That means on average, a woman or girl is killed by someone in their own family every 11 minutes.
Damn.
That's so scary. It's like, can you imagine looking like your last moments or looking at someone that you love, someone that you've known,
Well, they do say, like, you're most likely to be killed by someone you know.
Yeah, and that makes sense, but I don't know, man. I feel like just the fear and the hurt alone, just knowing, like, damn, like, I really trusted you, and this is how this ends. Well, you've made it to the end.
You must like the sounds of our high-pitched voices and quirky commentary.
You might as well like and subscribe to our channel and hit that bell to be notified every time we drop new content. If you want to follow our social medias, they will be linked in the description box below.
Bye!
Happy Women's History Month!